So here we are at the end of this video, but if you truly understood what we discussed, this isn't an ending, it's the most important beginning of your life. Everything we talked about, the math of compounding, the power of tiny improvements, the valley of disappointment is completely worthless unless you actually do something with this information. Knowledge without action is just entertainment. It's just another fleeting moment of inspiration that fades within hours and changes nothing. Let me be brutally honest. Your life right now is the sum total of all the small decisions you've been making consistently. If you're not happy with where you are, it's not because of one big mistake or bad luck. It's because the compound effect has been working against you instead of for you. Every time you chose the easy path over the right path, that choice compounded. It created the life you're living right now. But here's the incredible news. The compound effect doesn't care about your past. It only cares about what you do consistently going forward. Starting right now, you can begin compounding in a completely different direction. It doesn't require dramatic overhaul or superhuman willpower. It just requires you to make one small choice differently, and then repeat it. Think about the 1% rule. Improving by just 1% daily makes you 37 times better in a year. Number 10% better, not twice as good, 37 times better. Imagine what your life looks like if you're 37 times better at managing your health, your money, or your career. That version of you is almost unrecognizable. They live in a different reality. The only thing separating you from them is consistent, tiny improvements compounded over time. But I need to warn you, because most people fail for a predictable reason, you will hit the valley of disappointment. Here's how it happens. You'll start strong, excited by your new small habit. For the first few days, momentum will carry you. But around day 7 or 10, the novelty wears off. You won't see results. You've worked out for a week, but look the same. You've saved for a week, but only have a small amount. And your brain will whisper, "This isn't working. You're wasting your time." If you listen to that voice, you'll quit. You'll join the vast majority who fade away before the compound effect works its magic. But you must understand that voice is lying. It's not that your efforts aren't working, it's that you're still in the flat part of the exponential curve. You're in the valley where all the work happens invisibly beneath the surface. You're building the neural pathways and proving to yourself that you keep commitments. The person who pushes through the valley is building something that compounds forever. They're not just improving a skill, they're improving their identity. They're becoming someone who finishes what they start. And that identity shift is worth more than any single result. So when you hit that valley, and you will, remember this. The valley is where success is actually built. It's where your character is forged. It's where you separate yourself from everyone who quits when things don't provide immediate gratification. The valley is temporary, but the person you become by pushing through lasts forever. On the other side is the exponential curve, where results become visible and momentum builds on itself, but you only get there by refusing to quit during the flat part. Now, let me give you a specific challenge because vague inspiration leads nowhere. I want you to pause and make a decision right now. First, choose one area of your life where you want transformation. Just one. Don't try to fix everything. Pick the domain where improvement would be most meaningful right now. Is it your physical health, your finances, your career, or your relationships? Get specific about why this matters to you personally. Second, define what 1% better looks like in that area. Be painfully specific and measurable. If it's health, maybe it's I will do 10 push-ups every morning right after I brush my teeth. If it's finance, I will transfer $5 to savings every single day. If it's career, I will spend 30 minutes each morning on my most important project before checking email. Notice the numbers. Numbers make commitments real and impossible to rationalize away. You either did them or you didn't. Here is the critical part. Your 1% improvement must be so small that you can do it even on your worst day. The day you're exhausted, sick, or overwhelmed. If you commit to a change that requires optimal conditions, you will fail when life happens. But if your commitment is tiny enough for your worst day, you maintain the streak, and the streak is everything. The streak builds your identity. One push up is infinitely more valuable than 0 because it maintains your identity as someone who shows up.